Cruise line shorts today. Can you hear me, guys, by the way? I don't think there is any short in the cruise lines today. I think they need to set up. There is no setup. But like cruise lines right now, there's no setup, long or short. They probably need at least a few more days. They're just in the middle of a range here. There is no edge right now. Not on the long side, not on the short side, in my opinion. Same goes for the airlines. I think they need a few more days. I don't see it yet. Maybe later in the day, but right now I just don't see it. Biotechs, yeah, wow, XBI does have a great bull flag. IBB too. Yeah, wow, absolutely. Like I was watching the biotechs like 2 weeks ago. Then we started the correction late last week, and now these charts look even better. If I'm gonna play the biotech theme, I'm gonna do it via Labu. It's pretty much a triple XBI ETF. Or I think it's a triple XBI ETF. This is the kind of ETF you can risk like $1 to make $20, $30. What I understand, it's they are pumping it as a black-owned business. It's a Black Lives Matters theme going on that the Robin Hooders are chasing. They're also chasing this car. It's a black-owned bank. It's apparently an hot theme. This thing has a 7.4 million market cap. It's unbelievably tiny company, and we have thousands of Robin Hooders piling on into these things. And U1, well, this one is a bit larger. It's a $300 million company. Yeah, the key is low float. It doesn't really even matter why they're running. Black owned, white owned, blue owned. What matters is the float. Float and momentum. All that matters. Exactly. If we short these, it doesn't mean we're racist. It just means there's a technical trait there. You have balls if you short it? Well, no. You just need a technical setup. If you have a setup, you don't need balls. And unfortunately, it's gapping down. I was hoping for a gap up. So yeah, I don't know really. Right now, like I can get 25,000 shares, but it costs $1.24 per share. So I have to pay more than 30,000 to borrow 25,000 shares. You know, I think I'll pass. I'm not gonna try to short this U1. U1K maybe. That's a much less expensive borrow. It's like a third. Or even less than that. U1K is actually a very cheap borrow. Maybe if we can go nuts later, I have a better setup. Any considerations for shorting low float stocks, even if there is a well, low float stocks, they're just usually thinner, bigger spreads, usually lower priced, and they are more dangerous to hold short overnight because they can really make big moves overnight. All right, let's get started. I think enough people on the stream. Yeah, let's get started. Anywho, I love Twitter. Okay, let's get started. Workhorse, it's an autopilot long right now. They have a June 22 launch of their electric truck. That's on Monday. I think this thing could go to $5-6 until then. CES had a weak candle initially yesterday, and then it rebounded and went back into the base, and now if it can go sideways for a few more days, it's gonna be a 5-star setup, 5-star flag. Zoom just keeps inching higher. I sold a teeny tiny bit yesterday. Actually gonna raise my stop a little bit. Yeah, sold a teeny tiny bit. I still have most of my shares. Tesla looks good. Bounced off the rising 10-day like a champion. I think this thing goes to 1200 eventually. Shopify looks good. It's a bit slow, just like Tesla was in the beginning. But I think this thing goes to 900 or probably even 1000 before the summer is over. SC just keeps, it hit new all-time highs in pre-market. Just an autopilot stock. You just have to watch the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Nothing else matters. You don't have to worry about the macro news. You don't have to worry about the market having down days. You just have to watch the support levels on your stocks. That's all that matters. D-Dog, also just surfing the 10 days so far. Twilio, surfing the 20-day, trying to break out, actually gapping higher pre-market. Beely just keeps surfing the 20-day, broke out a couple of days ago, and now it's about to hit new highs today. Fastly, same thing, just riding the 20-day, trailing my stops. NVAX hit new highs since it came out of this little flag in pre-market. PDD also surfing the 10-day, 20-day moving averages. Mealy surfing the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Just everything is just straight up. Livongo gapping up pre-market. Net gapping up. Beyond Meat also gapping up, looks strong. It broke out, pulled back, retested the 10 and 20-day, and now it's about, gonna try a breakout again soon, I hope. IDEX I bought yesterday. It's a China electric vehicles stock. Maybe it can go. I bought 200,000 shares at 122, 123. FMCI still long. Wow. Imagine getting panicked out of the stock in the 11s. It's up like 65% since the lows of the shakeout day. I'm so happy I didn't get stopped out. If it had gone down a little bit more, like another 10 cents, I would have probably gotten stopped out of it. I'm so happy I didn't get stopped out of it. And now it's at all-time highs. I sold a tiny bit pre-market. I still have 33,500 shares from the low 11s. I wish I still had my 150,000 shares that I bought on this day here. Too bad it didn't go straight up from there. I got stopped out of those shares. Oh, disgusting. I would be up like $500,000 on this thing or more. Opus, another SPAC, also some kind of fake meat company or whatever. I don't even care at this point. I bought 20,000 shares yesterday when it took out the highs, 1450s. And now it looks like it's gapping higher. It's sold a tiny bit pre-market. So that's my portfolio. 19 longs and no shorts. That's where we are at right now. AYX, yeah, it is a bull flag. The problem I have with this stock is it kinda is a little bit of a shoppy name, and it is, I don't know, I mean, it looks decent. It looks decent. It's not great, but it looks decent. It feels a bit shoppy though. That's my only problem. You should say let's get started, you losers. Yeah, I should. On the daily, these are simple moving averages, as you can see here. The only one on the daily chart that is exponential is the exponential 65. And on the 60-minute chart, I only use exponential moving averages. Chegg authorizes 500 million. Okay, nice. It's a bit slow name. I got stopped out a few weeks ago. I just, you know, it never really went like I wanted to. It had enormous volume candle. I think it's probably gonna go to 80, 90 before the summer is over, but I just think there are faster stocks out there. Let's see. U1, ideally this thing goes back to 35.40 today. I don't think it will. I really need a really perfect setup to justify a short, since the shares are so expensive. $1.24 per share. So yeah, I really need a perfect setup for this thing, which means it probably needs to go higher a little bit. But you know, this thing could go back to sub 10 today very easily. Then there's a bunch of cruise lines or airlines I'm just stalking. I don't see any setups there. Some of sheepy oil names I'm just stalking. No setups there yet. I think today is gonna be an even slower day than yesterday. I didn't trade much yesterday. Only a few things, like 3 stocks. And today, right now, I just don't see anything I'm super excited about. NTN could be a short, maybe mid-late day, I don't know. Not yet anyways. Surprise sell-off? Maybe. I think we are gonna get to a point no one cares anymore, because people realize they don't wanna sit at home for the rest of their lives. That's what happened during the Spanish flu also, and that was a much deadlier disease than coronavirus. People got so tired of the isolation and all of that distancing and all of that stuff, they just didn't care anymore. Wait, buffalo cauliflower. What the hell is that? Buffalo cauliflower. Dantes is writing about it. Buffalo cauliflower wings. Tacos? Wings. Okay. cruise cancellation? No. If anything, people are dying, literally dying to get back on cruise lines. There's so many people sitting at home when they would rather be somewhere else. I don't know. NIO, it's a hot theme. I don't see a setup here right now. Peloton, it was an entry like 2 days ago. Right now it's just in the middle of nowhere. Sixy, this thing also had an entry like 2 weeks ago. No, I never take a day off. I'm always watching because there's always something, not always, but a lot of times when you like, I may not see anything at in pre-market or the first few hours, but then there may be something mid or late day that I like. Like yesterday, I had no intention of buying this OPIS, but then I saw this thing like midday, had decent volume, had a good chart. It's in the hottest theme of the market right now, fake meat plus SPAC, and I bought 20,000 shares. Like I had no intention of trading this thing early in the day. And IDEX too. I saw it pop up like mid-late day on volume. I bought 200,000 shares, and we'll see. It's also a hot theme, big volume, low. I mean, this thing could go. Why can't this thing go to $2-3? I don't know. Roku. Roku is an enormous laggard. Like, if anything, the entry was yesterday. Right now, it's just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Nah, there are better ones. The best buy points came on Monday. If you didn't go heavily long on Monday, right now is not the time to compensate for that. I don't think it is. Unless you're a day trader, like then it's another thing. But you day traders are always gonna find something to trade. But I only care for the big moves. I don't care for day trading much. All right, market opens up any second now. Have you heard of the 20-year-old Robinhood? Which one of them? There are like hundreds of thousands of them. Which one? Are you any specific you're referring to? There's hundreds of thousands of 20-year-old. I'll send link. Oh, the guy who committed suicide? Yeah, I read about it. That was pretty sad. It's all fun and games until you are 700k in margin debt. I guess it's the one you're referring to. Yeah, that's pretty sad. It was a glitch? Oh man, that's up. Oh my fucking god. Oh, really? Oh, it was a UI glitch? Oh my god. Oh my god. Thanks guys. Thanks guys for telling me this 30 seconds before the open. Now I'm like super depressed. That is just so sad. Now you can short, yeah. Well, it's a good thing I really don't have anything super great on watch. Let's see here. Opus I already sold a tiny bit pre-market. FMCI I sold a tiny bit pre-market. Livongo I think I have some sell orders up higher. Net I have some sell orders up fastly. Most of these stocks I have put some sell orders higher in case to run. Well, so far most things look good. Work, if you like work, the entry was yesterday. It bounced off the rising 50-day. But it's I don't know, I think it's a little bit of a sloppy chart. I mean, it could work. It's a little bit of a slower of a trader. SGen, yeah, SGen looks good. Anyone know why this clear went up yesterday? Having some follow through today. Ah, U1 straight down. And it's halted. Now it's all a waiting game. I am in most of the best stocks, and all I have to do is just let these things play out. The money is not in the trading, it's in the waiting. And most of these things are up today, so I'm very happy about that. Veer, yeah, I'm actually have it on my watch list. It needs volume. It needs to probably break out with some news or something. Right now it's just inching higher. It's not a good. There's not a good setup on it yet. BNTX has a similar looking chart. APT has a similar looking chart, and actually APT is breaking out as we speak. Interesting. They all look the same. But unless they can break out on volume, I'm not interested. Labu is trying to break out too. Lift. Yeah, it is surfing, but it's a sluggish stock. It's not a linear. You need to look for linear moves. It doesn't look great. There are better ones. It looks too random. opinion. This Nikola looks interesting. Right now it's in a range, but it could be potential building another bull flag. We'll see how it handles the rising 10-day. Celdex? There could be a day trade short in there. Like opening range lows, greed the red. But just a day trade. I don't think it's a swing trading stock. At least not now. VIR is inching higher, but that's the problem, it's just inching. I want something that has, you know, explosivity. Something that can explode higher. Yeah, I know. Nikola had an upgrade. Yep, 79 target. Yet it's going lower. So far the price action is weak on it. But it's in the middle of a range. It's hard to go long. It's hard to short it right here. It needs some more defined range. This thing could reverse and go back to 70 bucks very easily. So, or it could go like sub 60. I don't. It's too early to tell yet. Short Zoom for a day trade? Yeah, sure, it could work. Could work. I still think this thing goes to 250, 270 or more. But I don't day trade it, so. put some sell orders out on NVAX. It's working really well so far. Oh, Livongo. Looks like got filled on my sell order. Gonna put another one. Oh, Beyond Meat. Yes, breaking higher. Nice. This is what we've been waiting for a couple of weeks now. So far everything looks pretty good. My portfolio is beasting, can I say. Just an autopilot market. AMD, I'm waiting for it to go to 80. It's been a deadly range for the past 3-4 months. ZS is starting to break out. This little flag. I'm already long and I'm not gonna add. Let's see if I can finally go to 120. I've been talking about forever now. Have you studied use measured moves? I don't know. No, I don't use measured moves. I just use trailing stops and scaling out into strength. For swing, it's an average of days or weeks that you look for in a high tide flag? Not really, but usually a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Like, look at some of the setups I've been buying, like SC. That thing went sideways for about 2 weeks before I bought it. Beely, this thing went sideways for about a month. Tesla went sideways for 2 months or so before I bought it when it started breaking out. Net went sideways for about a month and a half, or a little bit more than a month. Let's see, which other flags did I buy? D-Dog went sideways for 3 weeks or so. Twilio went sideways for over a month. PDD, when I bought it down here, it had gone sideways for about, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. NVAX, about a month of sideways. Livongo, about, I don't know, 5-6 weeks of sideways. Beyond Meat, about a month, 5 weeks of sideways. So that's about it. I would say maybe 3 weeks to 2 months maybe are the best flags. Yes, I do pay for TC2000. I'm not holding mRNA. Is it sensitive? What do you mean sensitive? Guys, this watch list here, these are all my positions. If you don't see it here, I'm not in it. mRNA, I was long a couple of days ago, but I got stopped out. It may try to re-break. Like, if it starts breaking that 67 area, I will re-long this thing. It looks really good. It's been building higher lows for 2-3 weeks now. Yeah, VIR looks like it's breaking out. It is true. Big volume, I don't know about that. Nah, it doesn't have big volume. But yeah, it's starting to break higher. This is the best market ever. I know I keep saying it every day, but today again I'm up like 400k from yesterday's close, and I haven't made a trade yet. Like these types of markets are the best when you're a swing trader. Yesterday I made like $500,000, barely made any trades. Today, if these things could go up a little bit more, I'll make another $500,000. Just the best, like just have to enjoy it while it lasts. It's not gonna last forever. But right now, there is just so much money that wants into the market. The worst type of markets are like sideways markets. Let's look at the cues. Like markets like these. Like markets that are kind of slowly grinding lower. They're not tanking, but kind of slowly grinding lower. Because the problem in these types of markets is that you do get good setups, but they trigger, and I get into them. But the problem is they tend to fail. So these types of markets, when just slowly trending lower, are the worst, because you get lured into a lot of good setups that look good, but they don't have any follow through, and you end up taking a bunch of losses. The best types of markets are like these types that just go straight up for months and months and months, and that's the type of market we are in right now. And the worst types are the ones that slowly grind lower or kind of go sideways in a sloppy range. Right now we are in a great market. One of the best I've seen. Probably the best market I've seen since I started trading in 2011. Just an autopilot market if you're a swing trader or position trader. How do I trade those markets differently? You just have to do less. You have to identify those types of market environments as fast as possible, and then you just do less, and you do less on less size. That's the key. Those are not markets to be aggressive. But it's easier said than done. It's very easy to just keep trading the good setups, and then and they keep failing. It's very easy to do that. The best of the best stocks, they just keep grinding higher right now. But most of them triggered on Monday, and there was only one that triggered yesterday, and that was Livongo. And right now, there's just no good buy setups. That's just how it is. Yeah, take profits more quickly too. I'm not into that game, but sure. Twilio was a buy yesterday. Well, I bought it 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the entry, in my opinion. But I guess I see what you see, But no, not yesterday. I think the buy was on Monday. That's where I entered. That's when it bounced hard off the rising 20-day. Remember, we had 2 big down days in the markets. This Twilio went down on Thursday with the markets, and on Friday the markets kept going lower, and Twilio put in a higher low, like an inside day. And then on Monday, when the market stopped going down, Twilio just exploded higher. That was the entry. Tilray. Well, Tilray's in a downtrend. It had a good entry point in the high 8s like a month ago or so. But then it really didn't have much follow through, and then it's just been fizzling out since. It's a good thing it's a slow day because I'm gonna be at an event today, so I'm gonna cut the stream a bit earlier than I used to. So it's a very good thing. I haven't made a trade today. It looks like I may not do a trade today. What event? It's related to my startup. We're gonna do some filming and photo shooting and stuff like that. My startup is this. It's just, you know, early stages right now. It's pretty much a momentum-based algorithm that you rebalance every month. And backtests has showed that it will beat the market, or it has beaten the market the past 13 years or 12 years. At least the Swedish market. We did tests on the US markets too, but we're focusing on the Swedish market right now. We can be your test group. Yeah, I use this. Like, I have some of my money in this algorithm, yeah. But my main method, like my main money is in my trading accounts. This is more for working people who, you know, who want to beat the market, but they don't necessarily want to put in like thousands of hours of research and, you know, stuff like that. Could we test it? I mean, you could sign up. But again, it's right now we just have it on the Swedish market, but we are gonna add the US markets. We actually had the US markets in the beginning, but right now we're just focusing on a very small like group of people, like developers. And then we kind scale it up. Once we get the basics down, then we just scale it up to everyone. But again, it's early stages, and you know, there's just 3 of us working on it part-time. The Swedish markets, yeah, I would say it's pretty mature. It has more industrials and cyclicals. It doesn't have as many software and tech-related stocks as the US markets. Canadian market? Sure, we could put it on Canadian market too. We just need to do the backtest. Like, we have data from a lot of countries. Right now, it's just, you know, right now just trying to get the basics right. And then once we get that, we're just gonna scale it up. So we're gonna have a lot of markets eventually. But you know, I'm funding this thing. We have a lot, you know, outside developers doing the site and working on it and the design, etc. So I'm paying for it. So and I don't want to burn millions of dollars on it just to see it fail. So we're just doing it slowly and, you know, one step at a time. Is Levi also a swing trader? He used to be. He used to be. Now he's an engineer. But he used to trade on his spare time. DraftKings, I am very excited about this one. It's setting up nicely. A couple of more days of sideways, and I think it's gonna be this thing could go to $60. Right now, it's just building a flag. Yeah, they had an offering. Have they priced the offering yet? I'm not sure if they have priced the offering yet. I think they upsized it even a couple of times, which is, I guess, is a good sign because it means there's demand. And TN is fading, has no volume. Yeah, I just don't see anything good here. I mean, for day trading, sure, there are things, these hot momentum stocks, but I don't really play that game anymore. Why day trade the hot momentum stocks when you can make 500k overnight just by holding a portfolio? Yeah, CS looks pretty decent. I'm long. I'm not gonna add to it, but it looks pretty decent. All the cool FinTwit people do it. Yeah, all the cool FinTwit people who trade 5,000 share lots. That is true. First profit target. Look, if you bought it with me in the high 700s, you should probably have sold some already. You're up 4-5%. But I think this thing could go to 900 easily, maybe even 1,000. Yeah, I know. I was watching a Dave Portnoy video. He's such a funny guy, man. I love it. It's so slow right now. I'm just watching some videos randomly. Watching videos. Yeah, FMCI. Yeah, probably gonna go to 50 at this rate. Yeah, I just saw that reply to Thomas Thornton. It's hilarious. He's absolutely ripping those suits apart. I love every second of it. It's the best entertainment right now. It really is. By far the best entertainment right now. It's not even close. U1 is about to take out lows of the day again. Looks like I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back to sub 10 today. That's like another 40% downside, 45%. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay, guys, I need to go to that event, so I'm gonna cut the stream now. Good thing it's a very slow day. Not much going on, unless for day trading. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.